today and talk about a recent event. So, in my book, Practice Makes a Master, I talk about aware of being aware. And I guess that one of the reasons why I wrote this book, Practice Makes a Master, is to help people level up in the best way possible. But honestly, I first and foremost wrote it for myself to help in life's challenges. So it is kind of a playbook for me on how to overcome challenges, how to work on yourself, how to level up, and how to just unlock the awesomeness within. So as I mentioned in my book, Aware of Being Aware, I was having a bit of a, not as much as a pity party, but getting frustrated with circumstances and events. And this was about my car. No major issues, or not even an issue at all. It was just the squeak of the car. And what I mean by that is I had some new brakes fitted to my car, and every time you was obviously putting your brakes on, there was a high pitched squeal. Wasn't bad if the windows were open, windows were shut, but if windows open, you could literally hear it. And I felt sorry for the passerby on the roads when I was literally hitting the brakes, because that squeal was not too loud but so high pitched. So anyway, I took my car to the garage, and obviously I told them about the issue with the brakes, that they had changed the brakes, and I did say to them, due to the nature of the car, it does need some special attention when it comes to brakes and so brake pads. And they was like, yeah, no problem. We can work on this car. That's fine. So anyway, long story short is they've put on some brake pads, and it's obviously causing me some challenges. And every time I was driving the car, I was getting quite annoyed because of that sound. So I left the car with them, walked down the street, and I was just walking, and I heard this nice sounding car behind me. And I could feel it and hear it from my right ear. And I was saying to myself, literally spoke out loud to myself and said, "This car sounds amazing. I wonder what car it is. I wonder what engine it is." And it was my car. Yeah, my exact car. So the person who I left the car with, one of the engineers, technicians, they had taken the car for a test run to listen to the brakes and the sound to make sure that I wasn't making it up. But I just started smiling, and I just gave thanks. So kind of all the tension and the anger and the pressure that I had about the car, about the mechanic, about the garage, kind of dissipated, because I was like, bloody hell, that is a nice sounding car. It is a nice car. So even though I've still got the challenges with, I don't know if they're going to sort the brakes out or not, get rid of that noise. I felt like, wow, I'm driving an amazing car, and I need to be grateful for that. So this is the reason why I wrote this book, Practice Makes a Master, because one of the chapters, it talks about aware of being aware, and your awareness, and being consciously aware. So a lot of the times we miss it. We miss the awareness. We miss the little winks to us to let us know that there is good around us. So you may be going through a challenging circumstance, but if you're not aware of opportunities, then they're going to miss you 10 times out of 10. Now, I know mine is a first world problem, but you can put the principles to this book for everybody. And that's what's great about this book, Practice Makes a Master. It does not discriminate. So you could be in a very challenging situation, or as we call it, a first world problem, like my problem, my brakes squeaking. They work perfectly, but it was just a very loud, annoying squeal to myself or any passers-by who was walking around. So This is one of the reasons why I wrote this book, to help you level up in the best way possible, to make sure when you see circumstances, it just gives you a bit of a wink that you are doing better than what you think you're doing, and it is helping you out. So it helps with my awareness, and then it also falls into gratitude, because in this book, Practice Makes the Master, I also talk about gratitude in there. There's a chapter in there. If you're unfamiliar with Practice Makes a Master and you're thinking, what the heck is a quest to mastery? Literally, it's doing small, deliberate things continuously until it becomes a habit. So this is, I'll tell you what, it's not. It's not a motivational book. It may put its arm around your shoulder and give you a pat on the back, but to the initiated, we know that motivation doesn't work. It may get you up, but it doesn't get you doing the thing continuously when you don't want to do it. It's more about building the habit, and the habit learns to discipline, because you're building your mental muscles, so you naturally start to do things. For example, there's a bit in this book where it talks about you're just 3 breaths away. Very powerful, but not a lot of people do this. And it's very simple. It's conscious breathing. The reason why we get stressed internally, or should I say, the reason why the stress turns into an illness or to a challenge, is because we hold our breath and we don't do any simple breathing work. So one of the chapters in here talks about just doing 3 breaths a day will literally help you. So I go into the science of it and why it's important. I'm not going to go into it now because there's no point. I'm only doing a quick live. But I just wanted to really focus on today's live about the awareness side, and it does help in every aspect, because again, it continues to help me. Because when I was walking down the street and I heard my own car that was being test driven for the brakes, I paused, not knowing it was my car, and thought to myself, that car sounds amazing. And then literally when it went past, I was like, and it also looks amazing. So I was so overcome with joy, happiness that that car is mine. And I just needed to kind of understand and know, yes, there is that small challenge, but ultimately you have achieved something. So I did have a load of setbacks, still do have a load of setbacks. I'm not exactly where I want to be in terms of my aspirations and my focus and helping others. And that's why I am doing these lives. So more selfishly, more people can speak about this book and help themselves. So my focus is to make sure people see this book, read this book to help themselves, and then someone may see a change in you, and they'll say, "Oh, what's changed? You seem a bit more confident. You seem a bit more happy. You seem a bit more on the side of things will get better for me." And I'm just looking for people to say, "I read a book, and that book was Practice Makes a Master." So that's my selfish wish, that people will pay it forward and say, right, okay, well, if that's worked for me, I think it may work for you. Here's that book, just go and read it. And also, actually, you don't have to physically read the book, because the book is on Audible as well. So if you just prefer to listen, I have it transcribed, if that's the right word. I don't know. I have it transcribed, so you can listen to the book. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm not just talking with no sound. Microphones are on. So I have it transcribed, so you can listen to it on Audible, and also you can read it on Kindle as well, so you don't need the physical book. So I am going to be disappearing now. It would be great if anyone can give a good shout out about this book, Practice Makes a Master. Check out on my website, practicemakesamaster.com. You can get the free copy of chapter 1, and chapter 1 is a kickoff. Obviously, it's called The Journey to Mastery Begins, and that literally sets your mindset to kind of reprogramming yourself, that you can do achieve and be better. So check out chapter 1 on practicemakesamaster.com. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate you, and I'll see you when I'm live again. Take care. Thank you.